Good morning children, I am Ramya, your science teacher of Kakatiya Public School. Today again I am back with the same topic, plants increasing the numbers. In last class, we have discussed about the seeds, parts of a seed and process of germination and under what favorable conditions plants will be germinating. Those all we have seen. So, today in our class we are going to discuss about the dispersal of seeds. Dispersal of seeds. So, plants. We are getting new plants from the seeds. So, how they are getting we came to know in the last class. But, as plants cannot move from one place to another place, as it is fixed in the soil, the seeds will be acting as like it is growing into new plants. For example, now seeds from the fruits or from the vegetable, the fruits, the seeds are fall down on the same soil, and what happens, their number of seeds will be falling on the soil and those all seeds will be growing into a new plant under the favorable conditions. At that time what happens, the sunlight is not sufficient, air and water is also not sufficient, and place is also not sufficient for the proper growth of plant. In that case, the seeds should be scattered somewhere. The seeds should be go away somewhere. So, that process of scattering, the process of scattering of seeds is nothing but the dispersal of seeds. That means they are going somewhere else. That means they are scattering. So, that is about the dispersal of seeds. So, next one is dispersal agents. Dispersal agents. So, the scattering of seeds is done by air or wind, water, animals and air, water, animals and explosion. So, these are the things, these are the agents which are responsible for scattering the seeds and they are able to grow into a new plants. So, the agents which are responsible in dispersing the seeds are nothing but the dispersal agents. So, through air, first coming to the through air, example, cotton seeds, madar and the kittage. So, these kind of seeds, they will be having the very lightweight, they are having very hair-like structures or they are having the wings, they are having their hair-like structures. These seeds are the cotton seeds and madar seeds and the kittage seeds. They are having the lightweight hairs or wings which are responsible. That means they are able to move freely through in the air. By this we can get this kind of plants by wind. Next coming by water. Lotus and coconut. If you take the stem, I told in the last class the stem of the lotus is spongy. That is why the leaf will be floating on the surface of water and the flower also. Okay? Because of that spongy nature of that stem and the coconut, the seeds are surrounded by a fibers. That is why they are easily float on the water and they will be flushed away in the water and they are being thrown through the water. In this way, these seeds are dispersed through the water. Next coming to the animals. So like we are human beings and some few animals, we eat different kinds of fruits like cherries, yes, mangoes, etc. These are the fruits which we are eating and throwing the seeds somewhere else. Orange, okay, these all are the fruits which we are eating and throwing the somewhere else. The seeds are falling on a particular soil and they will be growing into a new plant. So apart from that, some they are bearing the spines. Some they are bearing the spines like xanthium. Like xanthium fruits, they are having some spines, and while moving our dress or any our clothes will be stuck to that, and we are coming to our own place where that seeds will be falling down and that seed is growing into a new plant. And animal's body is also made up of some fur. Okay, that also these kind of seeds will be stuck to the body of the animals and they are growing in different places. And not only the animals and human beings but birds are also, they are eating some kinds of fruits directly and in their droppings they are dropping these seeds somewhere else. So in that way also plants are growing from the seeds through animals. Last is nothing but the explosion. Explosion is nothing but explosion. If you take the peas, green peas, batani we say, green peas, so it will be like this. Okay, seeds are present in this. Okay, after total it is growing, it will become dry, and after drying, it will be just bursting. It will be just bursting. How balloon will be bursting if more air is present? In that way, after ripening this, the green peas will be bursting, and the seeds which are present in there, they will be falling somewhere else, and we are getting the new plant from that. That is, we call it as a explosion. Peas. Okay. In this way, different agents are helping to disperse the seeds in different ways. Next, coming to the parts of a plant which are involving in getting new plants. Plants from parts of a plant. Okay, so this process we call it as a vegetative propagation. In this case, the plants, the parts of a plants are involving in the growth of new plant. That process we call it as a vegetative propagation. The plants which are getting from the from the part of a plant, the process of growing of new plants from the parts of a plants are nothing but the vegetative propagation. What it is? Vegetative propagation. Okay, the process of getting new plants from the vegetative parts of a plant is nothing but the vegetative propagation. Those are nothing but the roots, stem and the leaves. Coming to the roots, if you take the carrot, sweet potato, what they will do? They will be growing in it. They will be growing from the roots. So the food is stored in the roots of that plant. Carrot plant and the sweet potato plant. If you take in that, what is the vegetable or fruit we are eating in that? It is nothing but the root. So these plants are growing from the roots. And coming to the stem, if you take the stem like examples, rose, hibiscus and sugarcane. The stem, the part of the stem is cut and placed in the soil, we are getting the new plant like rose, hibiscus and sugarcane. Apart from this, if you take a potato as it is a stem we are eating, it is growing under the soil. Underground food we are getting is nothing but the potato, onion, ginger. What they are doing? They are growing inside the soil soil, that is also a part, that is a stem what we are eating. On potatoes, if you observe, there will be a white portions, buds. We call it as a eyes. We call it as eyes. And once if the potato is bearing the eyes, it is ready to sow in the soil. From this only we are getting the new plant. And in the same way, onion and ginger, garlic, these are also the stem which we are eating growing under the soil. And if we sow that in the soil, we get the new plant. Next, coming to the leaves. There is a special kind of plant, a bryophyllum leaf. Bryophyllum. The leaf will be in this way. On the edges, on the curvings of the leaf, we can see the new plant is developing from the corners, from the surface of the leaf. This is about the plants from the parts of a plant. Not only the seeds are, from the seeds we are getting the new plants, and also from the different types of parts of a plant also we are getting the new plants. Next we are going to see about the different types of crops and how they are cultivating it and what are the conditions to grow the crops that we are going to see now. Okay, next one is crops and vegetables. Plants of one kind growing in a particular area or region, like plants of one kind grow in a particular area or region in a particular season. Those we call it as a crops. Okay. Here we are having two types of crops, Rabi crops and the Kharif crops. Rabi crops like wheat and gram. Whatever the grams I have shown you now in the last class, that wheat and the grams, they will be growing in from the month of November to April. From November to April, these kind of crops will be growing, and that we call it as a Rabi crops. And coming to the rice, maize, jowar, etc. These are growing from the June to December, and these we call it as a Kharif crops. Okay, and few vegetables are growing in a particular seasons. If you take a cabbage, cauliflower, okay, these will be growing in the winter season, and peas also. And if you take a brinjal, and these are coming in all the seasons. In this way, different crops and the different vegetables are growing in a different seasons. And next, coming to the not only for growing we need the seasons, everything, it is also dependent on the type of the soil also. So that the soil should be fertile, and that soil should be suitable for the growth of such kind of plants. Okay, different plants grow not only in different climates, they also grow in a different kinds of soil. For example, rice and jute, they will be growing in a clayey soil. That means it will be very, very sticky. That means it will hold more water. Jowar and bajra growing on a sandy soil. They are growing in a sandy soil. That is nothing but the looser. Like it will be like sand. The soil is mixed with the sand. And if you take a cotton trees or cotton plants, they need a what? Black soil. If you take maize, they need what kind of soil? They need a well drained soil. well drained soil, and they will be growing in a plains. In this way, different plants are habituated to grow in a different types of soils. Next topic is crops, that how farmers take care of the how farmers will be growing the plants from the seeds. How they are growing, how farmers are growing from the seeds. First, what they will do, they will select the seeds. As they are very much experienced, they select the seeds. They select the seeds, and what they will do, they select the seeds and they will be storing the seeds, and then under favorable conditions, under these all good soil, they will be making the soil fertile. They will making the soil fertile. That means soil which is suitable for the growing plants is nothing but the fertile soil, and to this fertile soil they will be adding the manure. They will be adding the manure. In the uses of plants and animals, I told about the manure. That is nothing but the something substances which are adding to the fertile soil to improve the quality of the soil, so that the plants will be growing more. For example, like urea, superphosphate, ammonia, superphosphate and ammonia. Here these are some fertilizers, chemical fertilizers which are added to the soil so that the crop will be increased. And there should be a proper water. Water filling should be done to the crops regularly in a corrected period of time. So in this way, farmers will be following the rules for cultivation of the crops. Next, what are the things they should take care to take care the storage of the seeds and the after the cultivation of crops? What kind of care should be taken for the cultivation of the seeds? So after cropping the plants, after sowing the seeds and sow in the agricultural land, there will be a grazing animals. There will be a grazing animals like cows, buffaloes. So to avoid of grazing these grazing by these animals, what we have to do? We should keep a proper fencing. That means total the agricultural land is covered with some wires, so that the animals cannot enter into the agricultural land. And next one is they should spray the pesticides. Like after growing the plants, the crops after growing, and they get the leaves and everything. At that time, some insects will be eating on that leaves, like caterpillars, locusts. Okay, these they are coming and eating the leaves, and they are disturbing the crop. They are damaging the crops. At that time, these pesticides should be sprayed on the crop. Pesticides are nothing but the chemicals which are used to kill the insects, which are used to kill the pests. We say it as pests. The insects or the living organisms which disturbs the crops, we call it as pests. And to kill that pest, we use pesticides. Correct amount of spraying the pesticides will not do any harm to the crops. But if you are spraying more and more, what happens? The crop will be damaged. And last, we have to take care of the diseases. So some plants, crops will be getting the diseases. For that also we need to spray the pesticides and the insecticides to not to get the diseases. And next, last one is plants after getting the ripe, that should be harvested and should be stored properly. So once if the rice, for example, rice crops are cultivated and that stage is finished, they are ripened and they are ready to come out. At that time we have to harvest that crops and collect all the seeds and should be stored in a containers. Should be stored in a big containers. The seeds should be stored in the containers, and we should be careful that there should not be any moisture. That means water should not be there while storing these seeds. And out of this, that will be the good quality of seeds, and later they can sell these seeds. In this way, farmers will be taking care and they are cultivating the crops in their agricultural fields. As plants are the living organisms like other living things, we should love them and take care of them. We should grow number of plants in our surroundings. Unnecessarily, we should not cut the plants, because if we damage the plants, we ourselves damaging our lives, as the plants are the food sources for all the living organisms. I hope you all understood the class. In between, I will be posting the pictures related to the topic. So now I will be giving the worksheet. You try to solve it. Here is the worksheet. What are kharif crops? I just now explained about the rabi crops and the kharif crops. Write the what are kharif crops. That means from which month to which month they will be growing, and write some examples. How are plants useful to us? How are plants useful to us? In the part 1 I have told you that in what ways plants are useful to us. Why do we spray pesticides to the crops? Just now I explained like to avoid the insects like caterpillars, locusts, etc. That to avoid that thing, to avoid the diseases, we will be using the pesticides. What is meant by dispersal of seeds? What is meant by dispersal of the seeds? I wrote the definition on the board also. What are the different agents of dispersal? What are the different agents of dispersal? Air, water, explosion, and humans or animals. Here this is a worksheet. I will be sending the answers also for these questions in the WhatsApp. So you don't worry. Go through the video carefully so that you can understand the concept. So stay home, stay safe, keep smiling. All the best.